Happy Sunday, fun day. I hope everyone has had a great day and a great weekend. So there's a new release tomorrow. I don't know why, like, this news was just like, kind of like, hey guys, just want to kind of let you know what's going on tomorrow. But like, meanwhile, I'm like, this is exciting. What are you doing? So the makeup company that I sell makeup for, this is from Saint. Their platform is like foster care, like they support foster care. The founder is a foster mama. Anyways, they're releasing a new release. They're releasing new products. Well, okay, take it back. They're releasing a new collection tomorrow. Hey, Amanda. So the collection they're releasing tomorrow all of the proceeds benefit foster care, right? So it's basically the Angel Illuminator, which is one of the shimmer illuminators. It's a little bit more pink than this one. And it's going to come with a color called Fig, which is like this one, but these colors they're not actually really dark. So it's Angel Illuminator because the foster care organization is called Angels of Atlanta, I think. Anyway, so it's Angel with Fig, and then it's going to have a little palette like this size, but it's a new style, like a new design, a new color. So it's going to be this small, and it's going to have those two shades. Jennifer, it was so fun. I saw that Barbie bowling thing on Amazon and I'm like, duh, of course I gotta have it. So I did. And it was literally the cutest. The kids loved it. We all had so much fun with it. Yes, I love doing makeup, Colleen. That would be so fun. We're best friends now. Come on. So anyways, I want to do a full entire makeup look with you. This is the Isle palettes. These are the hard plasticky ones with the bigger mirrors. I know you see me a lot of times with one of these fellas. These are just kind of like, you know, throw it around all willy-nilly as my everyday. This one's a little bit more pretty, and these are really, really nice to have. You can still earn palette credits on these too. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're like solid. And I don't know, this is the Isle 20 palette, I think, because it holds 20 eyeshadows, or I don't use it for eyeshadows, I use it for my makeup. Anyway, so let's talk about it. As always, I want to go step by step with you and show you step by step your makeup. So if you are new to this makeup or you want to try it, or even if you're using it and you want tips, I'm here for it. It would be so much fun. I would love to have like a Florida like meetup. Everybody just come to Florida and we do fun like makeup things. I don't know. It would be a blast. But every time I host like a party or something, I even tried to do a Zoom and nobody shows up. So like everyone's like, yeah, I would go. And then I try to host something and it never, nobody ever shows up to anything that I throw ever. It's wild. Rebecca, what's happening? What do you mean? Are they keeping you away from me? Okay, so one brush that I haven't used often is, let's do the detail brush. We can do detail brush. If I truck across from Kansas, we can pick up. Oh my God, all my friends are coming to visit. This is so exciting. Okay, so let's talk about my makeup. I have everything kind of in the order that I apply it. This is my main face stuff, and then I have my favorite lip and cheek shades and setting powder, illuminator. You guys, this makeup, if you are new to this makeup, it is really, really easy. I'm gonna put my it says comment match, but just like you don't have to use the word match here. On Instagram, it like picks it up and triggers it, and then it sends you like the color match form. But here, it doesn't do that. Or text me, and I'm gonna put my phone number for a free color match. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that phone number, you can just text me, and I will get you what you need. Okay, hold on one second. Wendy, words are very hard. Don't judge me. You guys, I stumble over my words all the time, and everybody's always like, gosh, you know, I love how you just show up on social media. I don't know how you do it. And I'm like, with a lot of flaws. They're like, you're so perfect online. I'm like, no, I cannot talk to save my freaking life. One second. Okay, sorry. Okay, so yes, I will get that color match form to you right after this. So just comment what it is that you need. On Facebook, it saves the comments. So like after I go live, I go back through the comments and I like to make sure that everybody got their questions answered. But on Instagram, it doesn't save the comments at all. Like you cannot you can't. So it's a wild ride out there on the old Instagram. That's why I like Facebook. Okay, so let's do makeup. I'm going to use this brush. This is the detail brush. This is one I don't use often, but I try to show like different products because everybody, different strokes for different folks. So I'll show you how I use this brush to get the dimension that you all see me getting. And my makeup looks really good all the time because it's this stuff. I'm telling you, it's not my skin. I don't have perfect skin. I'm not like these perfect skills. I'm telling you, it is literally the makeup. Just watch. Okay. So let's just start with my main shade just for funsies. So I'm using my detail brush and I'm pressing into my main foundation shade. See how this is a lot. This one is pink grapefruit. She's pretty, right? I like her. Okay, so this is the makeup that I picked up on my detail brush. It's on the tips. It looks like a lot, but actually it's really not. So when I'm not pressing hard. See how much of my skin this is covering with that one jab into, well, that was way too much because it's covering way too much. But you see how a little bit goes a long way. So that one dab that into my makeup will cover my whole entire face. And I'm not used to using a dense brush, so I picked up too much. It's fine. Okay, so I'm going to blend this into my face. These bristles are tightly packed. This is a very dense brush, right? So these bristles are tightly pressed together, which means they're not super bendy or flexible. So that's going to give you a little bit more of a full coverage. Does it cover acne? Yeah, actually, Kara, not only does it has color correcting in it. So there's like color correcting. So it does cover acne, but also there's only 11 ingredients and they're clean. And one of them is beeswax, and beeswax is actually known for not clogging pores. So most people, their acne actually clears up with this makeup. There's no alcohols in it and stuff like that. So I think that you'll see, if you have acne, you'll see a big difference with this makeup. Okay, another thing I want to point out, 2 things. Number 1, you see how dark this is compared to my skin. Number 1, I have self-tanner. I self-tan up to here. So I always match this to this. That's number 1. Number 2, your main shade, see how it's darker, will always blend a little bit more sheer, right? So it's not going to be as dark as you think it is. So whenever you apply this and you're like, oh, that color looks too dark, or Mackenzie's off her rocker, like she matched me to a super dark color, I'm telling you, once you blend it into the skin, it blends in much more sheer. Mine just looks a little bit more intense because I'm not only matching to my self-tanner, which, by the way, oh, it's still on sale. You guys, my self-tanner collection, my Freedom Barbie self-tanner collection is on sale through midnight tonight. Today's Sunday, right? Yeah. It's still on sale. So if you want my self-tanner link discount thing, let me know. Anyway, so I self-tan up to here and then I just match my foundation shade. But even if I didn't, it would still look darker because it blends much more sheer. So that's something that I want you to be aware of. This is not like Ulta where you go to Ulta and you like swatch the color and you're like, yeah, that matches. This makeup should not ever match your skin tone like the liquid foundations at Ulta, Sephora, whatever. When you blend it, it melts into the skin. The opacity is different. The thickness is different, all of it. So as you just kind of press it into your skin, it melts and it gets much more sheer, okay? So I want you to keep that in mind. So I just press this all over. So you saw me like dab it into my main foundation shade. This is meant to be like a one compact or a one layer situation. But in this case, I'm just showing you how to put your color all over and then adding the dimension. The difference is with this makeup, all of these are the same consistency and there's very few ingredients, right? So when this makeup melts into your skin and you start adding all the dimensional colors together, they melt into one another instead of stacking, like the liquid foundation with the alcohol. And then you have like a powder bronzer, then you have like a contour, and then there's a cream, and then another liquid or whatever. And they're not like drying and then creating all these layers. These colors all melt in together. So I'm taking this brush and I'm dabbing this all into my skin. See how I'm not like mashing it and doing that? No, Shonda, I don't have fig. I want it so bad. The picture looks like this one, but I think it's going to be between that and Ever Red. I can't wait to get it. As soon as I get it, I will absolutely show you. But the foster care collection will be available through, I think it's September 8th. And so every year when Saint does the conference, like we call it a reunion, Wendy, it really is, it takes some practice, but it really is easy. Every year when Saint hosts a reunion, it's a different city. Like we did San Diego, we did San Antonio, we did, and now it's Atlanta, like all these different cities, right? Saint finds a foster care organization in that city and sets up a what do you call it? Like a collection like this one, like the Angels of Atlanta or whatever the organization is. So whatever organization they find, they do like kind of like a fundraiser. So this one is the Angels of Atlanta collection, which will be the Angel Illuminator, the Fig Lip and Cheek Color, and then the palette. And I think it's going to be like $38 for the combo. So it'll look like this, but you'll have an illuminator and then a color that looks like this, and then this little four palette thing. I think it's going to be like $38, and then all the proceeds will go to that organization. So Saints Reunion, or our corporate, or our event, whatever, like a get together, whatever. Wendy, I can't with the words. I don't know them. I can't talk. Anyways, so when we go to this reunion, it's September 18th. So they'll take all the money that's earned from the sale of these collections and donate it toward the foster care organization in that city, which I think that's kind of a cool tradition that they do. So, and usually it's upwards of several $100,000, which is really, really cool. Also, if you want to contribute more to the foster care, that's not it. There's two eyeshadows. I don't know if you guys knew this, but there's two eyeshadows this one is called Mija. It's that pinkish color. And then there's another one called Stay Golden, which is this one. These two, all the proceeds when you buy those eyeshadows go straight to foster care. So I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but it's a cool way to kind of, give back to the community, whatever. Paige, yes, from what I understand, Xanadu is coming back in the fall. I just don't know when. I don't know. They don't tell me nothing. It's stupid. Okay, so this is my main foundation shade. So I'm kind of getting close because I want you to see that I just added coverage with my main shade that looks super insane. After a few minutes, it really melts into your skin and it doesn't look so crazy, right? Okay, so there's my main shade. I just kind of dusted that all over. You don't have to do it in multiple layers. You can just do one layer, whatever, but some people like to do it this way. The same brush, the detail brush, this one's kind of dense, so this will be a little bit more full coverage. This one's a little smaller, a little fluffier, and kind of a little bit more like sheer coverage. It's not going to be so like heavy coverage. Hi, Kimberly, Virginia. Which eyeshadows go to foster care? Mija and Stay Golden. Jenna, you're so funny. I love you. Hey, Sherry. I'm sorry if I missed any comments, you guys. Doing my best here. Hey, Amber. Oh, I love you guys. Hey, Tabitha. Wait. Tabitha. There's an I in there that's throwing me off. Tell me how to say it, girl. Tell me, is it Tabitha? Blink once for yes and twice for no. Okay, the other end of my detail brush, right? See how it's a little bit fluffier? I'm going to come into my brightening highlight. So these all match. When you get a color match, I'm going to match you to these two shades. A main foundation shade, which is going to look batshit crazy, and then I'm just going to need you to trust me and then the brightening highlight. Brightening highlight is kind of like your concealer. We're jamming this kind of right here in the inner corners. We want this area to pop, okay? So we're just shoving it in there. See? It looks super, super white. The colors always look crazy on your skin because it's cream. The opacity is different than liquid. So I need you to untrain retrain, whatever. Christy, this is from Saint. These are magnetic palettes that you kind of build yourself. Like I color match you and then you decide like, I'll color match you to a foundation, a concealer, a contour, bronzer, like all the things. And then you decide like what colors you want in your palette. And it's really cool because there's different sizes too. Like y'all don't be like, oh, that's too much. Look, you can get little baby palettes like this too. It's like $16, they're all $16. And then you just build a palette as big or as small as you want. So cool. Like this makeup is so cool. So see how I just did my main foundation shade, which looks absolutely dark and insane, but look how it melts into my skin. It provides coverage, color. Look, I have a mustache too. I need to look at my mustache is banging, y'all. I look like a Mexican gentleman. And like, you know how they have like the mustaches and then they wear the sombrero. That's what I just thought of. Anyways, it's fine. So whenever this makeup kind of melts into your skin, it really gets really, really sheer. So this is the brightening highlight, which it's concealer, whatever. Exactly, Nadine. Everybody is like, I should have gotten a bigger palette.